Well, Dr. Mumper came to some of the departments of what I call the fine art family. So visual arts was one of those, and he asked if any of the faculty would be interested in doing some commemorative artwork for the celebration of the name change to university. We just didn't want something to be made and then locked away in someone's office. And so we went the public art direction and walked the campus to try to find something that we thought would be a benefit to everybody. And then it really came down to, what would the form look like? What kind of scale are we talking?
Well, I was asked to write a poem. Dr. Maisel brought up to him the idea of the so-called occasional poem. That is a poem written for an occasion, that it's kind of thing. But I thought, yeah, I could do that. I love the college, I do, and I'm happy about it now being a university. And so, okay, I'm willing to think about what this could mean.
So the piece is a septet, and it's for flute, clarinet, timpani, vibraphone, voice, piano, and glockenspiel. So there's 7 instruments. It's, I think, a piece that kind of captures some of my feelings about Adams State University and some of my feelings about the energy at Adams State. So I really wanted to capture that in this piece, and I also wanted to capture sort of a sense of reflection that I feel is important.
This is a fabulous photo collage of the summer term, 1925, and this was an honorary group portrait, I guess you might call it. Adams State Normal School, the first student group, and obviously all the names are there with the photos. I worked together with the Luther Bean Museum Advisory Committee to put together a display, and we were very excited to bring together objects that folks maybe haven't seen before. In particular, we visited the Nielsen Library Archives and selected a number of photographs, historical photographs of student activities, some of the building photos from Richardson Hall over time, and it was very exciting to see how the building evolved in photographs.
I started getting some ideas, and those ideas started sort of calling for a certain instrumentation. And a couple weeks into it, I thought, okay, I think we could add clarinet. And a couple weeks into that, I thought, okay, I think we need some timpani. And fortunately, we've got some amazing musicians here to call for. So then once that happened, I really started writing for some of these musicians specifically, which was really exciting.
So folks can see from the earliest days when the building was first completed, which was just 1 unit in 1924. It was initially called State Normal School in Alamosa. 2 years later, in 1923, became Adams State Normal School in honor of Billy Adams. A little later, it was renamed Adams State Teachers College of Southern Colorado. Finally, in 1946, became Adams State College.
This idea emerged that perhaps one would be stone, stone representing the oldest of the periods of the college, of the school, and then second material for Adams State College and a third for the university. And the idea of a column, which didn't really spark anything, but that's synonym for that being a pillar. See, that has way more suggestive power. And so the pillar jumped out at me. You think of pillars of the community, you think of strong people. I think of Adams State as an institute, no matter what period we're talking about of the school, as a pillar of the community. And so I feel 100% that Adams State has taken its mission seriously from the time that it was commissioned to be a school. And so the pillar, it evokes images of a strong individual as well as a strong grouping. So like in this case, literally 3 pillars.
Some of the objects that would be interesting for folks to see are the quilt that was made by Ruth Gilbert. It's a beautiful quilt with signatures from students of her class, as well as Ira Richardson and some of the other faculty.
We're always not really resting on where we're at, but looking forward. And I think campus-wide, you can see that in all departments. In the addition of new sports, there's been so many new sports programs added and master's programs. And I think across the board, it's a university that's looking ahead.
People would ask, is anything really going to change? And the answer was often, no, we're going to be ourselves. Nothing's going to really change. And I've just put that aside because as a word person, as a writer, you change the name of something, it's a change. And it ripples out, and the way we imagine all of this is transformed. I don't think it changes our mission to have access. I think it just broadens. Access to what? What can we offer for meeting what students need?
And to me, that's the most important thing, is that we're always looking for better ways to reach our students. All of those things are what make Adams State a very exciting place to teach.
Adams State College, now Adams State University, has gone through periods of growth, and often the name change reflected that growth and I think an excitement at the time. So to me, Adams State University, that name change reflects that optimism and that growth.
As we move into being a university, which I was a big proponent of, that name change, it is reflective of what we're capable of, what we're already doing. I think the quality is already there. It's allowing us to broaden some of our programs. And so, the pillars just really dovetail into all of that.
The citizens of Alamosa really pitched in financially to help the college become a reality. So the college has a really wonderful grassroots beginning. Obviously, Billy Adams was instrumental and had a great deal of passion and love for the Valley. But to see that the citizens of Alamosa also made it possible beyond the state appropriation, I thought was really interesting. So we hope that when folks come and see what we have on display, they'll kind of see those changes through the years and be able to recognize the changes through the name and photographs and different objects.
Music just has an ability to stir emotion and can really elicit that sense of excitement. And I was really thrilled and honored that Dr. Mumper asked me to write some music and that we can get a collaboration going with faculty and students to create something that hopefully enhances what this change and what this weekend is going to be all about.
This is something authentic. Something authentic's going to happen here through the arts, and we're going to see that in the music, and we're going to see it in the sculpture, and I know we're going to see it in Aaron's poetry as well as mine. So it's a chance for really something meaningful